Sweet. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Terry. Still trying to figure this thing out. So I made a video for you guys back in Colorado, actually, 2 nights ago, and then I uploaded it last night, and apparently the sound cut off like halfway through. So I'm just saying, fuck it. I'm here in West Des Moines, Iowa, I think. I'm heading back into Minonk, and oh, my sorry, I just looked in here and realized I had my glasses on. I drive with glasses on because I have kind of shitty eyesight, and that's why I have these. I just didn't take them off, so whatever, fuck it, I'll keep them on. This is basically going to be a 2-part video. I'll answer the questions from the last video on the next one, but I just got in, haven't been able to explain anything of what's happened on the way here, so that'll be this video. Driving in on the way here, first off, fuck Kansas. I don't know what the fuck is going on in Kansas, but nothing interesting. And on top of that, right now Kansas has a goddamn drought, so every mile there would be a complete just sandstorm where you couldn't see shit, and you're trying to drive and it's just, you can't see an inch in front of you because the wind was blowing so hard from like the right to the left, and there was like zero visibility in spots. And I'm thinking, well, fucking, they call Chicago like the Windy City. This shit's a lot windier than that. What the fuck's up with Kansas? Well, it turns out there was a goddamn tornado, and I drove right through it, and it was one of the most frightening moments of my life. I have video and stuff of it. I don't know, I might post it. It wasn't like a full-blown tornado at the time, but like off to my right there's this huge storm front coming in, and it's really odd because it was already on the ground. So like the clouds are really dark and black, like on the ground, but they're also stretching up into the sky, and it looks like things are spinning and stuff. And I'm driving going like 100 miles an hour. Well, probably not 100. Let's not exaggerate, Bill. Okay. Probably more like 90-ish. Trying to beat this thing. It's just me and this other car. And we didn't beat it. We caught up to it right as it's passing over us, like on an overpass. And as I'm driving through it, like shit's kind of spinning, and there's just like pieces of debris flying everywhere, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on? So I think, alright, it's just really windy, it's not really a tornado. And then I look over to the left in this field, and there's just a big circle of dry dirt, but it's this big circle, and it's forming, like the tornado's forming. It's good, it's circular motion and up towards the sky, and it's a pretty big area. So I think I drove through right like in the formation of a tornado, so that was interesting. All I could think though during the whole time, I was really worried, not because I was gonna die, but because I was gonna die in fucking Kansas on the way to Colorado. Like, really, this is how my vacation's gonna go. I'm gonna die in Kansas on my road trip. Awesome. And I didn't though. I didn't die, so I'm here in Iowa. Yay. When I got to Colorado, it was pretty fucking cool. I didn't know tumbleweeds were a thing. That's more through Kansas, but I didn't know like I thought it was just this old, you know, like you see in old cowboy movies, the tumbleweed rolling through. But no, those are fucking real, and they fly all over the interstate and places. Anyway, Longmont is a beautiful place. I suggest everybody check it out if you ever get the chance. I got the opportunity to go up in the actual fucking mountains in a where there's trails of shit that have there's only enough room for one car, and it's a dirt road, and it's on this huge incline. You just go all the way up this windy road with no rails on the side at all, and if you fall, you're totally dead. There's no way you're gonna survive that fall. But it was really cool. It was interesting to see actual mountains. I've never seen that before. I've been in Illinois forever. So that was awesome. And then last night, also in Colorado, me and Jenna Richard recorded a song. Pretty good. I'd say it's our best work that we've done. At least the quality of the recording is good this time. So it was nice hanging out with Jenna for a while. Then I drove to somewhere in Nebraska yesterday. There's really nothing in Nebraska. I'm sure you already know that, but if you ever go through Nebraska, you will be shocked at how little there is in Nebraska. The whole state, like I drove through half of it yesterday, drove through some today. There's nothing, and it's kind of nice because there's not really any cars in the interstate and shit, and you can just kind of like fly through the state. But holy shit, there's a whole lot of nothing going on. The most interesting thing about Nebraska was this hilarious lady at Pizza Hut complaining about her order and making everybody uncomfortable. I drove probably like 5 hours yesterday, so I was like, I'm gonna get fat and go to bed. So I ordered a pizza, and there's this lady, god damn it, she was making everybody so uncomfortable. She was right in front of me in line, complaining about the buffet at Pizza Hut. Now, I don't know if you've ever been in a fucking Pizza Hut, but the buffet is not why you go to a Pizza Hut. So she's trying to complain that the buffet wasn't good enough to merit her money, and she's like this older lady, and she's not understanding the cashier, because the cashier's telling her like, it's fine, I'm not going to charge you. But the old lady keeps explaining through very explicit language. I was kind of proud of that generation, because she was fuck, god damn it. And she was explaining she only wanted to pay for the salad, and the lady at the register's like, lady, we're not going to charge you for anything. But she wouldn't fucking listen to her. And everybody around, like, everybody in Nebraska that I met was so friendly and like down homey and just like, oh, don't you know, here, have some potatoes. And so it was like a bunch of those people, and they're like some high school kids and stuff. And this lady's just losing her fucking mind about the buffet at Pizza Hut. I wish I would have got that on video. That'd have been fun. But that was the most interesting thing about Nebraska. The state itself isn't too bad. It's just there's nothing there. So it's a nice drive through a whole bunch of nothing. And then I got here, and just moments ago I had another awkward situation. So basically, I went to Hotels.com, and they had a good price for where I wanted to go, which was here in West Des Moines, because it's a few hours away from my hometown, which is my next stop. And West Des Moines is a really nice area. Like, it's a bunch of subdivisions, and you can totally tell just rich douchebags live here. Not saying that rich people are douchebags, but the type of rich that lives in this area is probably very heavy into douchebaggery. So I get here to the Hilton, and I'm like, cool, man, this is actually a nice hotel. Thanks, Hotels.com, you hooked me up. So I have to walk all the way around this building because I parked in the back, and I've got a case of beer. It is now, well, it would have been like 3:30 in the afternoon by the time I showed up. I haven't shaved in a week. I've got, I don't know if you can see I'll show what I have on. It doesn't look good. Like, I've got like Adidas windbreaker-ish pants, and I have a old Bears Mike Ditka thing on, and I look all weird in glasses and stuff. And I just have a backpack like a fucking college kid. I didn't bring a suitcase, so I just got a backpack, and then I just have a case of beer in my hand. And I walk into the Hilton lobby, and it's all these like little kids to high school kid age with their parents. Apparently it's some wrestling thing that's happening. Not like oh brother, not that kind of wrestling, but the actual I'm gonna touch your balls and try to pin you on the mat wrestling. And yeah, so I'm immediately already getting dirty looks, and so I'm getting dirty looks in the lobby, because really, you know, it is inappropriate. It's at the Hilton in a suburb area, and I've got a warm case of Bud Light, and I look like this. Like, I'm not supposed to be here. So I check in, and I try to get on the fucking elevator, and there's like 40 kids that just pack into this fucking elevator, and there's a lady working the elevator, like, you know, it's a nice hotel, she, you know, she's like, hey, what floor, blah, 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 and, I felt bad for her, because she clearly didn't want that many people on the fucking elevator, but they just kept coming in, because you know how kids are, they don't fucking have any fucking respect for anybody, so they come in, and they're just crammed in there, and there's this one big fat guy, like you would imagine a wrestling dad would be, and he's super into wrestling, and so we're going up these floors, and we're stopping and shit, and it took forever for the kids to even get on the thing, because they couldn't decide how many could fit, and it was this weird mathematical equation of children, of how many can get on the elevator, and I'm stuck in the back like, fuck this. So through the brief conversation that I heard, this guy's asking the kids like what weight classes they're in, which seems a little pederast, doesn't it? He's asking the kids like, what weight class you in? And they're like, yeah, fucking, have you met Max? He's in your weight class too. And I'm like, this is really awkward on a bunch of different levels. And then one of the kids, these little kids, like, I didn't even know kids could wrestle this little, but this little kid turns to me and asked me, why am I going to drink all the beers? And it was it's a reasonable question. And I said no, which was a lie. And I kind of laughed, like, ha, and I looked to the big dude for, like, some help, like, please, I'm just a stranger here. And he just gave me a judgmental look. And it was very awkward, right up to my floor. Luckily, I'm on the 3rd floor. So, I've had quite a few awkward moments like that, just traveling around, and I've enjoyed them thoroughly. I don't like them in the moment, but looking back on awkward moments, even just minutes later, you're like, that was pretty fucking awesome. So really, that's it. I'm going to go down to the bar now and grab myself Jack and Coke, and hopefully not see any of the wrestling parents from Iowa, because they don't seem too friendly. And I'll be back up. When I come back up, I'm going to record a video answering your questions from the last video that you saw. So, alright. Be safe for the next 30 minutes. I'll be back.